Hello and welcome to the channel. This video focuses on an unboxing and review of the AOVO Pro ES80 e-scooter. Thank you so much to AOVO Pro for partnering with me for this video. It's been about 4 years since my last AOVO Pro ES80 unboxing and review, and quite a lot has changed on this e-scooter since then. The last YouTube video that I did gained 100,000 plus views, which I'm really grateful for. So this brings the review of this scooter bang up to date with the 2025 modifications. I really hope that you find it useful. Okay, so let's start with the unboxing of the AOVO Pro ES80. This is the third AOVO Pro e-scooter that I've received, and the packaging has been excellent on all three. This one in particular I think has got even better packaging to protect any damage whilst in transit. These scooters are really simple to put together. There's very little to do. There are 4 screws that connect the handlebars to the steering pole. I'll show you how that's done in the assembly section. So taking the scooter out of the box, typically you would pull the scooter out vertically, but I'm trying in this video to show you what's in the packaging. I'm making quite hard work of this, but you'll get a sense of exactly what's in the box and how well packaged it is. So there you can see a really good sense of what the packaging looks like. Lots of foam to protect every single section of the AOVO Pro ES80. I'll just remove all of the foam here. Foam protecting the bars. The back wheel and the mudguard. Foam either side of the deck board, and then finally just some foam on the front wheel there. So really it's as simple as that. The next stage is the assembly. You just need the steering pole in the upright position, and I'll show you how that works next. So onto the assembly. The first task here is to ensure that the steering pole is upright and locked into place using the mechanism. The next task following on from that is to ensure that the cable that connects the handlebars to the steering pole is really neatly tucked away inside the steering pole. There is a danger here of the handlebars snagging the cable, so it's really important to do this with great care. Now there are 4 bolts that connect the handlebars to the steering pole, 2 at the front and 2 at the back. The bolts are contained in this packaging. Now this is a UK supplied product, so it comes with a UK plug, which is great. There are Allen keys and the bolts with thread lock on, as you can see there. Here is the charger. And finally, there's an instruction book which translates really well into English. There's no problems there. Now, one of the key improvements that I've really noticed with this scooter compared to previous versions is that the bolts that connect the handlebars to the steering pole are of much greater quality. There's much less likelihood that these are going to be cross-threaded. However, I think it's important to, again, take great care in ensuring that you don't cross-thread as these bolts are tightened. As I mentioned, each of the bolts has thread lock on. That's that blue material that's on the bolts themselves. It does mean that it requires some effort to ensure that the bolts tighten. My advice here would be just to take your time, persevere, and make sure that you don't cross thread, and make sure that those bolts tighten really well. So just finishing off these last couple of bolts. And really, it's as simple as that. The scooter is assembled. There's some plastic covering on the front light that needs to be removed. And similarly on the dash itself, this plastic film covers both the top and bottom sections. My advice here would be not to use any tools because there's a danger of scratching the dash. Just use your fingernail. Again, persevere. And it does remove quite easily. A little bit of glue residue there, which just brushes off, and a nice shiny looking dash. So this is the scooter assembled. Great looking scooter. Just some plastic to remove on the rear light. And that's the AOVO Pro ES80 assembled. This scooter has a built-in front light which is operated by one press on the button on the dash, a really piercing bell which is very effective. One brake operates both the front electronic brake and the rear mechanical disc brake with a rear flashing light there that you can see when the brake's applied. There is a kickstand on the left hand side of this scooter, and the charge port is on the left hand side. This scooter's got a really great folding mechanism. The pole folds down and the clip on the bars locks into place with the rear mudguard, and you can carry this scooter around. This is the charger, green when it's not charging. Red when it is charging, and it will go to green when the scooter's fully charged. In standard mode, Eco will take you to 8 miles per hour. Now the dash is flashing here, and it's just clashing with the stabilisation on my DJI Osmo camera. Typically the lights on the dash are solid, not flashing as they appear in this footage. So for this first part of the test, just taking it easy at 8 miles an hour, through this residential area. And then just after this small piece of pathway here, I pull over and do a double click on the dash, and this takes it into drive mode, which is 11 miles per hour. Again, continuing through this residential area. Using the brakes to move around the pathways. And then bringing the scooter to a standstill here to move it into the third and final mode, which is Sport. Sport's indicated in red on the dash, and that takes you in its standard mode to a speed of 15.5 miles per hour. Now there is an option to take this scooter to a higher top speed in sport mode. This can only be done using the app. You can see here on the dash that I'm reaching 16, 17 miles per hour. This is a downhill section. So just pulling over here, going into the settings on the app, which are the advanced settings. However fast you try and take the top speed, it will max out at 19 miles per hour. And when you go back onto the scooter at any point now in the future, you don't need to adjust this in the app. It will remain at 19 miles an hour until you need to adjust it to a lower speed. I mean, if you've got children that you want to use a lower speed at, you can set a top speed for them using the app as well, which is a great safety option. So here's the specifications. The scooter comes in black and grey. As you can see, in its normal mode, 15.5 miles per hour, 30 to 35 kilometers per charge, which is 18 to 21 miles. It's a 10.5 amp battery, max load 120 kilograms. It's a 350 watt motor. This has got solid tyres rather than pneumatic, and it will take 4 to 5 hours for a full charge. Disc brakes and an electric brake. Waterproof, climbs at 30 degrees, and it's 12 kilograms in total. Just a quick rundown of the app also. If you've got the app on your dash, you can see the speed of the scooter on the app itself. You can adjust the 3 modes on the app also. Some details there around battery, a range of settings. You can turn cruise control on and off. You can turn the lights on and off here, change between metric and imperial, and taxi and zero start, so you can set it so you can push off But yeah, what a great scooter. Really enjoyed testing the scooter for this video. So there you go, that is the unboxing and review of the AOVO Pro ES80 e-scooter, and that was the 2025 version. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please do give it a like. Please do subscribe to the channel. It would help me out so much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.